Good morning, children. Today we will complete the chapter Combustion and Flame. And the topic is controlling fire. Okay. Fire is, as you know, fire is essential for cooking as well as for industries. But even with best of care, sometimes fire breaks out in homes, schools, forests, theaters, etc. It leads to destruction of valuable property and loss of the precious lives. Therefore, it is very essential to control fire. In order to extinguish fire, we will take of the following steps. Okay, breaking the contact between the combustible substance and fire, removing the supporter of the combustion from vicinity or cutting off its supply. Cooling the burning substance below its ignition temperature. Substance like sand, oil, water, etc. are used to put off the fire. Okay. Cutting off the supply of air, a carbon dioxide gas can be used for extinguish fire as it is not a supporter of combustion. Cooling the burning substance. Okay. Okay. Cooling a burning substance. Mm, okay. Uh, Water, however, must never be used for the extinguish fire in the electrical appliance because it is a good conductor of electricity and can cause a shock to people handling the firefighting equipment. Water should not be used to extinguish fire of burning oil or petrol because water being heavier would settle down and these fuels would gain better access to air. So you must have to seen the red cylinder kept in theater, hospital, offices, etc. These are called the fire extinguisher. It is a device used to put out fire. There are the different types of fire extinguish. Okay. And the first is carbon dioxide fire extinguisher. These fire extinguishers are filled with the carbon dioxide gas under the extreme pressure. This is the equipment which is used for the fire. Okay. Okay. The pressure in the cylinder is so high when the it is used, bite of the dry ice comes out of the nozzle, and these are used to extinguish the fire caused by inflammable liquid like oil. Now, since carbon dioxide is not conductive in the nature, these can also be used to put out the electrical fires. They can easily identifiable as they are red body with a black band around the neck. And the second one is soda acid fire extinguisher. This is a metallic container in which a strong solution of sodium bicarbonate is kept, and other than potassium carbonate or the calcium carbonate is also used to fire in extinguisher. Above this container it is kept a bottle of the concentrated sulfuric acid. On the striking the knob, the acid bottle breaks. Sodium bicarbonates come in contact with the concentrated sulfuric acid. As a result, carbon dioxide is produced. Okay. 2 NaHCO3 plus H2SO4 is equal to Na2SO4 plus 2H2 2H2O plus 2CO2. And the next topic is flame. A flame is a region where rapid combustion of the gaseous substance take place. All the gaseous substance which undergo combustion produce a flame. Okay. When there is sufficient supply of air, the substance burned completely produce a blue flame. However, in an insufficient supply of oxygen, a yellow color of flame is obtained. This is because of the glowing of unburned carbon atoms. Candle flame. Okay. The flame of a candle or the kerosene lamp is yellow, while the flame produced by the cooking gas LPG is blue. Okay, zone of a candle flame: the size, shape, color, and the chemical action in the flame of the lighted candle is not same throughout. It is a complex flame. Okay, some part of the base of the flame is blue. The innermost zone around the wick is dark gray in color. The inner or the middle zone surrounding it is yellow and luminous. The outer zone is colorless and does not have any light. It is therefore called the non-luminous zone. Okay. There are the three zones of the candle flame: the outer zone, the middle zone, and the inner zone. Okay, and the first is outermost zone. This part of the flame is invisible. Here is the combustion is completed, is carbon changes into the carbon dioxide. It is the hottest zone of the candle flame. And the some carbon particles in the luminous zone does not burn at the end and the move out with the gas, while the some carbon particles do not burn completely and form the carbon monoxide. Okay. uh, Formation of the circular dark ring of the glass slide indicate the deposition of the unburned carbon particles, and the copper wire take the least time it to become the red hot when introduced into the outermost non-luminous zone. Okay, and the middle zone, that is the luminous zone. uh, the inner zone is the bright luminous zone. In this zone, the wax vapor partially burned form the carbon particle. It is the glow of these particles that makes this zone luminous. Okay, and the non-luminous zone, this is the thinner outermost zone which is colorless, but it may look faintly bluish. Fuel. A combustion substance or a fuel refers to a material or the substance that can be burned to produce heat energy. Fuel are used in the automobiles, ships, and aeroplanes. Many industries depend on fuels as a source of energy. At home, fuels such as LPG, kerosene, etc. are very important. Our life without fuel is uncomfortable. Okay, in order to the function as a good fuel, a substance must possess the following characters. uh, uh, characters. So the but before it, the classification of the fuels are of they can be the fuels can be classified on the basis of the physical state in which they exist, that is solid, liquid and gas. And the first is solid fuels. Solid fuels are those that exist in the solid state at the room temperature, for example wood, coal, charcoal, etc. Okay. And the second is liquid fuel. Liquid fuels are those that exist in the liquid state at the room temperature, for example kerosene, petrol, diesel, etc. And the third is gaseous fuels. Gaseous fuels are those that exist in the gaseous state at the room temperature, for example methane, natural gas, gobar gas, etc. Okay. Natural fuels. Fuels can also be categorized. There are two categories. They are also called the primary fuels. These are fuels which occur in nature and use such as the same form. For example, wood, coal, natural gas, etc. And second is the processed fuel. They are also called the second fuels. Uh, for example, fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are those that are formed over the millions of the years from the dead plants and the animals that buried under the earth's surface. Okay, example of the fossil fuels are coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. And the characteristic of gold of the fuel, and that is uh, example is it leaves no residue after burning, it causes the minimum pollution, moderate rate of burning, it should cheap and easily available. It should have a high calorific value, it is easy to store, it should have a low ignition temperature. Okay. uh, uh, no residue or the partially smokeless, high heat content. Okay. And the fuel efficiency. The efficiency of a fuel is mainly decided by the amount of heat it releases on completely combustion of its 1 kg of fuel. Okay. The standard unit of the calorific value is kilojoule per kilogram. Yes. Here are the some fuel and its calorific value. Biogas, kerosene, petrol, diesel, LPG, methane, hydrogen gas, animal dung, wood, coal, charcoal, etc. And the harmful effect of the burning of the fuel. There has been a tremendous increase in the consumption of fuel over a period of time, which is given very harmful effect to the environment. Uh, Burning of the fossil fuels release the ash, unburned carbon particles in the air, and these particles are called the suspended and particles matter. SPM are very harmful pollutants, and they spoil the clothes, residue visibility, and cause the respiratory disease. And the burning of the fuels like coal, wood, etc. release the sulfur dioxide gas in the atmosphere, which form the acidic rain, and which is very harmful for the crops, building and the soil. And the combustion of the fuels release carbon dioxide, and increase in the concentration of the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere lead to an increase in the temperature of the earth, and it is called the greenhouse effect. And the incomplete combustion of the fuel release